Thank you. Item number 4.
Your worship, before just wondering whether, in light of with this particular one, in light of some information with the whether it should be going into confidence, if there's any knowledge, for example, I've been made aware of the other tender price. I won't be divulging it, obviously, but just to get some clarity on, in terms of fairness, the other tender, and some explanation of the weighted attribute method and how it was come about, the decision.
As a public tender, perhaps we've got Mr. Lewis here. If he could talk to item 4 and just clarify that. Thank you, Mr. Lewis, as Chief Engineer for the Council. Nice to see you here, and apparently we're clicking over another year today, is that true?
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Congratulations.
Something I prefer not to.
Mr. Lewis turns 50 today. Plus years too.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, so just perhaps if you could clarify Councillor Williamson's point there.
I'm happy to go through the tender process and explain how the weighted attributes method is used, whether that would satisfy Councillor Williams.
I just couldn't quite get
just
the point
in
of the
light of
question.
the fact that obviously I would make the point necessary to where the price is very competitive. Yeah, the price is very competitive.
Yeah.
The other price.
Yeah.
So, Your Worship,
Yes.
the proposed resolution, Dennis, was that the lowest tenderer?
No, it wasn't. It was the successful conforming tender. The weighted attributes method utilises evaluation of both non-price and price attributes. The request for tender sets out that process. That process then looks at a tender team, generally of 3 people, is formed. They look at the non-price attributes in isolation from the price, award a score based on their evaluation of the non-price attributes. They then evaluate the price and the non-price attribute score is then combined, and the tenderer with the highest combined score is deemed to be the successful tenderer.
Do you want to talk through what the weighted attributes were?
So,
Do you want to sort of mention what the weighted attributes were, what the percentages were?
the attribute scoring was weighted 60% price, 40% non-price.
And through you, Your Worship, and when you say the attributes, can you explain perhaps what they are?
The attributes for this tender were track record and relevant experience.
Yes, so I suppose if a particular tenderer hasn't done this before, how do you ascertain the track record, I suppose?
Where, and it's not the case of this tender, but where a tenderer hasn't done the work before, then the tenderer would usually submit evidence of where parts of that organisation, whether staff within that organisation had experience in tenders of a similar nature.
Would it be unfair for us to ask what the other tender price was and yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to really go. Just to try and clarify, I think the queries over here.
Through the chair, where you have 2 prices that can be very close, then the attribute score on the pricing is very fine. It means that the attribute scores on the other 40% tend to take a greater significance.
Okay, so Your Worship, obviously, assuming the years' experience with that track record and relevant experience, it must weigh fairly heavily.
Correct.
For the other tenderer.
Councillor Johns.
Just trying to seek some clarification from Councillor Williamson. Do you feel that a method that's been used for this procurement process might have been unfair to the other tenderer? Is that what you're essentially trying to say? I'm just trying to understand.
No, I'm not necessarily
No?
saying that, no. Just obviously if there's any, obviously our process obviously is once the tender has been approved, the other one is notified.
Yeah.
That's for the reasons as well.
Yes.
I'm happy as chair to move this into confidence later in the meeting if the councillors would prefer to talk about this.
Do it as the last of it.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I might just do that. I could take liberty to move this into confidence later in the agenda as the last item. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Jim, before you do that, because it doesn't need to go to confidence, my question, on 4 bar 1 under background, there's a statement here that says Hydrocare has successfully carried out this work at a saving to TDC for the last 3 years. And if it's a set contract, where were the savings?
I can't answer that question, Councillor. I'm not intimately involved in the contract itself.
Is any other senior staff member out of the system?
I think what it says there when you read the whole sentence is that there was a saving from the previous contract. So Rainbow Septic Tanks previously had the contracts. Hydrocare was successful 3 years ago, and so what it's saying is that there's been a saving compared to the year before that.
Is that because they reached
I'm reading the question.
Okay, I'll move that into confidence later on.
So these aren't confidential queries either. So is Hydrocare a local firm?
No, it's a national firm.
But they have a local branch here.
Correct.
So it's locals that are doing the work, right? And secondly is, I see that if this were to be the successful tender, it's $74,000 approximately under an engineer's estimate. Are we comfortable that tenders come quite significantly under an engineer's estimate if they're meant to be the technical experts?
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll defer that item to the confidential section.